didn't make that light. And this road is really bumpy. Hey guys, BikeBlogger here. On my way home. Going 25 miles per hour. Feel great right now, going 26. Today I want to talk about bicycle accidents instead of the serious stuff here. Now, I've had a close call before, so I've not actually crashed into a car, or a car has not crashed into me. Now, what I want to share with you is what to do in case you happen to be in the poor circumstance of being in an accident. What do you do? Well, hopefully you're... fine, I'll say it. Hopefully you are wearing a helmet. Yeah, I wouldn't force anybody to wear a helmet. Good idea to wear one, though. But then again, it's also a good idea that, you know, you wear knee guards and elbow guards. And maybe one of those things that you stick in your mouth to protect your teeth. That boxers put in their mouth. Mouthpiece or whatever it's called. But let's get real. A bike helmet does save lives. Okay, I've gone on and on about that. Now, in a bicycle accident, though, usually your adrenaline is going pretty high. It's really running. Or cycling. And you may not feel the hit as much as, you may not realize it, but you might be really hurt. I can tell you for a fact, I've gotten pretty hurt on a mountain biking trail. I hurt myself doing something stupid that is going above and beyond my abilities. But hey, how do you raise your skill level if you don't, risk it and push the limits, right? But in a car-bike accident, think of it like, I guess, a car hitting a pedestrian. Now, pedestrians have special rights, so let's not get into that, though. But in an accident, if your head hurts, especially if your head hurts, don't move. Call 911. Get some help. If you're feeling a little dizzy, they should be calling a paramedic or someone on scene for you to really check you out and decide from there if you need to go to the hospital or something. So, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with this, thankfully. So if any of you do, please share in the comment section below and give us some of your insight, some of your experiences and tips on what to do. And no, the answer is to not stop biking. The answer is not to stop cycling. So sorry, you lose if you let them win. It's not about that. It's not about losing. It's about giving up. Don't give up. And you can't lose. Alright, so if you're in an accident, like I said, you want to call for help. Now, what if your accident, isn't as serious? Or it doesn't seem to be as serious? Or if there's a road rage incident. Now, if someone comes at you with another vehicle, most likely an automobile, depending on where you live, an automobile is a deadly weapon. If used in that circumstance where they're going at you. Proving intent is a whole nother matter, but it could be classified as assault, and that's a felony. Alright? So, they have no more right to be on the road than you do as a cyclist. Alright? You gotta follow the same rules of the road, too. There are, you know, differences, though. Cars have special abilities that you do not have on a bike. But also, on a bike, you have special abilities too. Think light and fast. Your maneuverability is quite a bit better. And you can use that to your advantage to try to avoid accidents, maybe. Didn't make that light. And this road is really bumpy. And I'm sort of tempted to see if I can make the light, but I didn't. Oh well. Oh well. No rush, we're on our way home. So I'm going to share something with you here. I guess I might have time to screw around at the stoplight. You're not really supposed to do this, but as long as I'm aware no one's coming to hit me or out to get me. Oh, I was actually going to share something with you on my phone, but it's not safe to get out my phone when I'm sitting here at the light. It's also in my pack here, in the water bottle cage, so let me think. I'm gonna get on the sidewalk. Try to find a spot where I can set up here. Hang on a second. How about the Volvo dealership? Alright, hang on a moment. Okay, here's what I wanted to share with you. Got a little article here. If you are struck by a car or are in an accident, do not move if you are injured. Call 911 and wait for the paramedics. Have the police fill out an accident report when they arrive at the scene and gather as much information as you can. Take pictures of the damages from different angles and write down the vehicle's license plate, the driver's name, address, insurance company, and policy number, and the police accident report number. Alright, now we can sort of jump back on the road here since nobody's around. Alright, so now if you're in a less major of an accident, like a more minor accident, but there might be some damage to your body or your bike, write up a report. Now, make a right. I read this blog entry from somebody else, and they had some good tips. I might try to include the link below on that. But basically, from their experiences, they said police were pretty lazy. They don't like writing reports, even though it's their job. But hey, I understand. A lot of us don't like the monotonous, boring part of the job, but paperwork, you know. So you might be better off writing up your own report, especially, in a case where you get hit by a car, like an assault. And have as many details in that report as you can, and then turn it over to the police and have them assign a number to it. This is important. So that way it's on file, so if they, if the perpetrator does something in the future, it's already on their record, and maybe something can come of it, maybe eventually they'll get their license taken away from them. So even if your incident doesn't cause something to happen, Maybe if they hit another car, then they'll lose their license. I don't know. Alright. Almost home. It's sun's going down. It's gonna be getting dark here. I think I'll try to go straight. I don't see any pedestrians. Up the hill. Going 17 miles per hour, however, I know I'm slowing down now. Whew. It's Friday, July 1. Summertime. There goes Cyclist, they just passed. They have panniers on their bike. I ride single speed. I can't imagine hauling a ton of stuff every day on a single speed. That's why I like to keep it simple. I don't carry a ton of stuff that requires panniers, but my commute distance is not like, 12 miles or whatever. It's a third of that. It's only like 4 miles, so I feel I can get away with less stuff. I really would recommend you try to simplify your life to make it more enjoyable. Take the essentials and nothing more. And then try to, one by one, not take the essentials. I'm not saying ride without a spare tube. That's another matter. However, I will admit, as you might have seen in one of my recent videos about what I carry very little. I don't carry a spare tube, but I also am usually not far between my destinations, so what I do, my tire puncture, advice here is get some good quality tires, check them occasionally, make sure they're still in good shape or they need to be replaced, pump them up every day with the right pressure, and if you don't know how, learn how to replace a flat or just how to properly install a tire tube. I have a video on that. If you install it properly and you keep it pumped up, your risk of flats is low, especially if you take my advice and you don't ride in the gutter. That is the edge of the road. Take the road. You have every right. See you next time.